Hello everyone and welcome to OMindfulness guided meditation, followed by a few words on witnessing. Well done for being here. I know that people benefit a lot from mindfulness practice, and sometimes it's hard to keep up the regular sitting. So we're here to support each other, and your presence really counts. The theory and the discussion around mindfulness is very interesting, and it helps to support and it helps to give us a reason to practice. And it's the actual sitting and the moment-by-moment attention that makes a difference to our lives. So we're here to practice, we're here to support each other, and I think most people listening are already familiar with the fact that mindfulness is about being in the moment. It's about being here kindly and accepting what we find. It just takes practice, and I'm going to guide you through 10 minutes mindfulness of the breath. So if you would like to find a comfortable place to sit, make sure you won't be disturbed by the telephone. Adopt a dignified posture. The more we sit with our back upright, the more this position becomes comfortable. And mindfulness is about being kind to ourselves. So make sure you're comfy. And when we're ready, in a posture that encourages us to zone in rather than zone out, we're going to close our eyes and listen to the bell, and I will guide you. Mindfulness of the breath. Coming into the moment through the physical sensations of sitting. Becoming aware of our contact with the cushion, with the chair. We connect with our senses such that we can feel the body sitting. The places of pressure, the areas which are warmer than others. Perhaps aware of our feet on the floor. Perhaps aware of how our hands feel. Entering into a connection with the body, using the senses rather than thinking about it. Coming into the now brings us into the moment. Connecting with the body is the best way of actually being here. And knowing that it's quite normal for the mind to wander, and that there's no perfect way to meditate. Reconnect with the body sitting as a way of landing, of being home with the self. And once we're here, expanding our awareness to notice the physical sensations of breathing. We might notice the belly expanding, contracting. We may notice the ribs moving against our clothes. We may notice which part of the rib cage moves the most. We may notice the moments of flow and the pauses between. We may notice air passing in the nostrils, in the throat. When is it warmest? When is it coolest? Developing the capacity to witness the physical sensations in the body. Observing the process of breathing. Observing as the body breathes all by itself. Bringing the mind back when it wanders. Coming back to this breath and this moment, and aware that it is still now. It doesn't matter how many times we practice coming back, noticing, accepting kindly. And it's all valuable practice. Each breath unique and belonging to its own moment. This breath and this one. Being the kind and attentive witness to our own breath, to our own body that's breathing, and to the thoughts that come and go. We hold these things in our field of awareness. And we accept as best we can. Observing the body breathing at its own natural rhythm. And just a few more breaths in mindful awareness. Being with and allowing. And listening to the bell, all part of this present moment awareness. And when we're ready, opening our eyes and being aware of that transition too. Sometimes you might like a little yawn or a stretch. So witnessing. This is what we do in mindfulness meditation. This is what we've just done with our breathing. Witnessing, noticing, accepting what's there. And I was having a discussion with lovely Lois, who is in the middle of a big move. The whole family are going to the States. And she said, I'm going to miss my friends, which of course is quite natural. And she said, what I will miss is their witnessing, their support, their caring, their love. And she said that way that they have of witnessing me and helping me to be with myself and know that I'm here. And so we were discussing that and realized that when we meditate, that's exactly what we're doing for ourselves. We are witnessing our moment, witnessing our breath, witnessing our thoughts, and accepting what we find with as much loving kindness as we can. And with regular practice, we find that we feel seen and attended to and loved because we're doing that for ourselves. And while this doesn't replace our friends, it's a wonderful capacity to develop such that we can support ourselves in times of moving and challenge. And Lois has a well-established mindfulness practice, and I know that she will be mindfully attending to herself and carrying herself through this transition until she builds her new life with her family in the States. And the next thing she said was, I am using AAA every day. And she didn't mean the breakdown service for vehicles. She meant A for awareness, A for acceptance, and then A for action. And so many of us, when we have a challenge, when we're in pain, physically or emotionally, we jump straight into action. We want to fix it, we want to make it go away, we don't want to feel the pain. With mindfulness practice, we're encouraged to first of all go into full awareness. How does it really feel? And then when we see what's going on, we're in touch with the reality of now. We're in a better position to accept it. We might not like it, but we say, that's the truth of now. This is what's happening. I accept this is the reality of now. And only then should we step into action. And very often no action is necessary. After the awareness and the acceptance, very often that's enough. Or it might be that less action is more appropriate. It might be that when we choose to do something, our actions are more appropriate. And so I would encourage us this week to continue with our self-witnessing and our loving attention to ourselves in formal practice, and to constantly be aware and accepting, especially in moments when we're pushed to jump straight into action. So Lois, the mindfulness community wishes you wind beneath your wings, and I know that the Women's Network sends you off with lots of love. And personally, I would like to thank you for your care, for your support, for your and Tom's extraordinary generosity. And I know that you will hold yourself and the family through this transition, supported greatly by your engaged mindfulness practice. So well done. We're with you and look forward to being part of your new life at a distance. Thank you everyone for being here and for supporting each other. I know that some of you are here live, some will listen later after work, and I look forward to seeing you very soon for another guided meditation. For more information on free events, we have a couple of picnics coming up, and retreats, then visit OMindfulness.com. Have a mindful day, and thank you for being here to support each other. Your presence really counts.